Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking to watch my video. Welcome to my channel. As you can tell by today's title and thumbnail, we're going to be doing another braces video. So this is going to be my first week with my expander. Last week I got my expander. Today is May 20th, Friday. I got my expander on May 13th. So it's been exactly a week. I wanted to share my thoughts on my first week, my experiences. How did eating go, talking, pain, turning the device or appliance. Yeah, I want to give you the full rundown of what it's like your first week you get your expander, because me personally, I did a lot of research before I got it put in, because I didn't do a lot of research before I got my braces put on, and I wasn't prepared. But yes, so this is gonna be my first week with my expander. I'm gonna give you the whole rundown, how everything went. If you like videos like this, make sure you give my channel a subscribe and give my video a like, because that just lets me know that I should do more braces videos. You can follow me on Instagram at olovelynae, that'll be right here. And you can also follow my business Instagram at shopherlovelyshop. Yeah, let's just get right into so the first thing I want to talk about in regards to the expander is let's talk about pain. I have this all written down on my iPad so that I don't forget anything, because like I said, it's been a week, so it's been a couple things that I've been going through, ups and downs. I just want to make sure I have everything. So pain, when I got the expander put in last week, it didn't hurt getting it put in. It was kind of uncomfortable just because the whole fitting thing, they had to take it off and cut the wire and then put it back on, and then to make sure it works, and then take it off to put the glue on it and then put it back on. So it was like on and off a few times, but other than that, it just kind of feels like when they're taking it out, it feels like your tooth is gonna fall out, like, because it needs to fit in between a tight space in between two teeth. You can expect that it would be kind of uncomfortable, kind of like trying to put a card, like a really thin like cardboard or something, in between your teeth. So I felt like my tooth was gonna fall out, but you know, she reassured me that my teeth aren't gonna fall out. So yeah, there's no pain at all. Even when you come home, it's not really a pain. It's kind of like an aching feeling, only because it's like a new adjustment to your mouth and to your teeth. But yeah, there's no pain at all. Like I said, it's just a little bit uncomfortable. You know, you have a whole new appliance in your mouth. You have adjustments going on. So it's going to be a little uncomfortable, but it's not like they're pulling your teeth out like all within one motion. So it's not like, it's just pressure. Let's see. So yeah, it just feels weird getting put on. There's no pain, it's uncomfortable. One thing you might have to watch out for is that there are two wires that kind of go like this in the front right here. The one on this side is the one that they cut, and so it kind of pokes the roof of my mouth, but it fits comfortably into like the grooves of my mouth, so that it's not like poking me, but it is touching the roof of my mouth. The one on this side is just poking out like this, so like if I go like that, I can feel it on my tongue, but it's not like affecting anything, so I'm not really worried about it. But when you get food at the top of your mouth stuck, sometimes that tends to happen with the expander, because it is just up there. You kind of learn ways to get the food out. And so one of my ways is like suctioning the food out from the top of my mouth. Sounds weird, but you would get it when you get your expander, or if you're getting an expander, you get it. But yeah, so when I do that, the one that fits perfectly kind of shifts a little, and then it's poking me. But other than that, the wires don't really poke me. If they poke you, just make sure you tell your orthodontist and they can fix that for you. because you shouldn't have wires poking at you the whole time. They also give you a wax when you get your braces put on. Well, they did for me at least. You can probably buy it off Amazon or something. In case any of the wires on your actual braces get loose and are poking your cheeks or your lips, you can put the wire on it so that it's not poking you. You can do that with your expander too. Also, it is a little bit sharp, kind of. So like, not sharp, but like harsh. Like, it is like a whole metal bracket up on the roof of your mouth, and it's like this thick. So my tongue kind of just sits like this, and it's touching it, so it left like an impression on my tongue. I would imagine if you're like doing too much with your tongue, you can probably scratch the roof of your mouth with it. I haven't had that issue, but yes, I could see that happening because it does get sharp when you're like doing too much. I don't know how to explain that, but like if you're like eating too fast, or you're trying so hard to get a piece of food out from the top of your mouth, you could scratch your tongue. But yeah, so that's with all the pain and everything. Let's just get down to eating, because I know that's what everybody's worried about. Eating at first, it wasn't good, but I mean, it wasn't too bad because I had gotten my braces on before, so I already had to kind of adjust the way I was eating and what I was eating. So once I got the expander on, I was kind of prepared, like I'm probably gonna have chewing problems, swallowing problems, and I did. It was only tough to chew because I also had an adjustment on my bottom braces, so they were tighter, so you know, the teeth are just a little bit more sensitive. And the same with the top. They took the bracket off, but I still had the expander doing something. So there was a reason. Like I was kind of expecting the first couple days to be tough. So the first, like, I'm gonna say like 2 days were really tough to eat. I personally still ate because I had to eat. But yes, the first 2 days were a little bit tough to eat, but it wasn't too bad. It's mostly just the swallowing. Again, the teeth are sensitive because I got them adjusted and I got the expander on. But besides that, after the 2 days, the only issue is swallowing. That's really what you have to like change, is how you swallow. Normally you swallow by like pushing the food at the top of your mouth and swallowing it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. But with the expander, if you do that, it's probably gonna get stuck up there, or some of it is gonna get stuck up there, and depending on what you eat, all of it could get stuck up there. So when I chew, I just chew on the side, and then I push the food towards the back of my mouth and like skip the whole touching the roof of my mouth. That's how I do it. Eating isn't that bad. It's really just adjusting the way you eat and I guess what you eat. Of course, you can't eat cereal, or well, for me, I just chose not to eat cereal because it was like, what's the point? Like it really all got stuck at the roof of my mouth. There was no way for me to like do the whole put it straight to the back. It's just, I just don't really do cereal anymore. Chips, tough meat, crunchy crackers, things that would normally like get stuck in your teeth, like Cheez-Its, things like that, I just stay away from, because it's just, I have to go literally brush my teeth right after and floss and rinse out like the top, and it's just doing too much. And plus, you don't really even get to enjoy the food because half of it is stuck in your teeth. So yeah. What else? Oh, drinking and eating cold and hot drinks. So you have to remember that it is metal. So you know how metal reacts to cold things? It gets cold. If you put something hot on it, it'll get hot. That is what happens with your bracket. I mean, with your what's it called? Expander. So I remember I was making some, what was I making? Oh, some chili. It was leftover chili that my boyfriend had made for me the weekend before or something like that. And I heated it up in the microwave, and I went to take a bite of it to see how hot it was. and this is like the second time me eating since I got my expander. So I put it in my mouth and it was so hot, like my tongue couldn't take it. So like I just like spit it out and then it was just stuck on the top of my bracket, hot. So number one, the bracket got hot, or not bracket, the expander got really, really, really hot. And then number two, the hot food was stuck on the roof of my mouth. So that's something to be careful for. Not a lot of people mention that, but it is metal, so it will react to cold and hot, of course. So yeah, definitely just make sure your food is the temperature that you're okay with in your mouth before you take your bite, because it's not fun. But yeah, what else? Like I said, you will come up with different methods on how to get the food unstuck, whether it be with your finger or with your tongue, or suctioning, or just changing the entire way you eat. You'll figure it out within a few days. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, so now I want to talk about talking. So as you can probably tell, or probably not tell, I do have kind of a lisp. See, it's getting better. I was just about to say, but yeah, I have kind of a lisp, and like I can't like say words like he, like with K's, and what else? T is a little bit hard. Things like that where your tongue needs to like touch the roof of your mouth. It's a little bit difficult. But it obviously gets better after you just keep talking and time goes by. Again, they're not going to put something in your mouth that changes your entire life. That doesn't make sense. You would need surgery at that point, because yeah. But yeah, it'll go away. Mine started getting better. It's not bad. It's not really that bad at all. I do kind of get more tired talking, because like my tongue, I feel like, is just doing more than it used to. But so yeah, I get kind of tired of talking. My mouth and my teeth hurt. My mouth and my tongue hurt. And yeah, that's kind of an issue, but it's not too bad. I don't go to work, so there's not much people I need to talk to. But what I did was I practiced singing and like reading out loud. I was talking to my kids a little bit more. It's not that bad if you just keep practicing. So I definitely recommend to practice by singing. You can sing in the shower, you can just sing in the car, whatever. Singing and maybe talking to yourself and reading out loud. That would be a good one too. But yeah, the expander is made to fit the roof of your mouth. So when you go to get fitted for your expander, they do that whole mold thing like they do with like Smile Direct Club and stuff, where they put the mold in your mouth and it takes a whole mold of your mouth. I had the mold, but my son took it. I don't know what happened to it. But they take a mold of your mouth. That way it fits the roof of your mouth perfectly to where you can talk, you can eat, it fits. So it's not like they like put something in there and now you'll never be able to talk or eat again. That doesn't make sense. Realistically, they would have to, they would tell you that before, like it's not that bad. But yeah, like I said, it gets better with time. Just practice more. Keep talking. Turns. So when you get your expander in, when everything's done and everything, you have it in, there's more work. You have to go home and you have to work on your expander yourself. So they give you a key that looks like this. It has a little, it has a little thing at the top, just like that. So at the roof of the expander, there's a little hole where you put the key in and you turn it down, and that expands a certain percentage, like a certain amount of like millimeters in your mouth. So I'm not sure exactly how much it expands it, but I was instructed to do one turn every night for 3 weeks. So that's 21 turns. The turns aren't that bad. I wouldn't say that they hurt. Again, they're just uncomfortable. So I definitely recommend doing the turns at night. That way you go to sleep and you're not just going the rest of the day with like a little bit of uncomfortable, with your mouth being uncomfortable. So yeah, I definitely recommend turning them at night before you go to sleep. Let's see what happened. I have my boyfriend do it because I don't know, he's just better at it. Because he can see it, and because I just prefer him to do it. You can have anybody do it, but you can definitely do it yourself. I've done it myself once and it's fine. But again, it just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like pressure. Like it's just more pressure. But since I do it at night, I don't really feel it. I feel it like once I get it done, and then it's like I go to sleep, I wake up and I don't feel anything. So again, I definitely recommend you do it at night. You're not supposed to turn it twice a day. So like if you forget to do it at night, you can wake up and do it and then do it at night that night, but you can't do it more than that. Otherwise you're gonna like mess up your teeth. You have to do it slowly and gradually, of course, just like the way braces work. But yeah, it doesn't hurt. All you can feel is the expansion. It just feels like pressure. But yeah, that's all I got. And also with this key, I would try to get an extra one, only because in case you forget to turn it and like you're at work and you realize, or like, I mean, I don't go anywhere, so I just have the one, but I'm just saying for anybody else who like works or goes to school or stays the night at people's house, maybe get more than one, because it could also get lost. It's not really, like I'd keep mine in my bathroom with my toothbrush, but I could see how this could get lost. But yes, that's all I got. I hope you liked the video. I would like to do an updated video soon, maybe like a month after or on my next, what's it called? Braces appointment. I want to update you guys on how the expander is going, any progress, how the turns were going. Maybe once the 3 weeks are done, I will update you guys. I want to do a Q&A too, because I do get a lot of comments or questions about the braces, like little things. So I'm thinking of doing a Q&A. So follow my Instagram at ohlovelynay, because I'll probably post the questions there. Just so that I get questions that you guys actually want to know. Also, I forgot to mention, I don't have the top of my braces anymore because they put the expander in. On my next appointment, they're gonna put the top wire on my braces. But they have to keep the expander on for 6 months. So even though I can stop turning it, I guess you need to keep the expander on for a little bit longer so that your muscles could relax into that new shape. But yes, that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, follow my Instagram so that you can ask me the questions that you want to ask and I can answer them for you. And subscribe. That's it. That's all. Thank you for watching.